Whoever graduated from today's class, when you see this video, you will thank me for recording your ceremony, which you might not have a video of. These are all the law school graduates, future lawyers. Oh, there's an older gentleman here.
I asked them to teach. The doctors teach. They teach.
Nhà trẻ gì cũng có hết.
Ở đây có người cha trẻ.
Tuấn Hưng, chúc mừng graduation cho con nha. Wishing you all the very best. Become a billionaire as an attorney. All right.
Luck down on which side? I didn't know.
Nó tương kế con nhỏ đó. Nó tương kế nhỏ đó, đúng rồi. Ngồi cả chụp luôn.
graduate. Congratulations.
Deserve to have all the bells and whistles.
I hope you all defend the Constitution. All this, all the professor. Thầy giáo cô giáo nè, đây là thầy giáo cô giáo. Đây là những người được trả tiền và đây là những người phải trả tiền. Đây gửi chắc. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Trustees, honored guests, members of the faculty, colleagues, and our distinguished graduates.
Bảo gió.
Senior Vice President and Provost, and I am delighted to welcome you to the 68th commencement of the University of San Diego School of Law, celebrating the class of 2025. Commencement of the University of San Diego School of Law is now officially convened. Please stand for the San Diego Naval ROTC Color Guard presentation and the singing of the national anthem performed by Stuart Muir, class of 2025. Please remain standing for the invocation and the exiting of the color guard. The invocation will be given by Reverend Gregory McGivern, University Chaplain.
Có hai đứa ở trong.
And let us pray. Good and gracious God, source of all beauty, goodness, and truth, on this wonderful morning, we pause to say thank you. Thank you for bringing us to this special moment, for the profound goodness of spouses, parents, partners, family, and friends who share in the joy of this extraordinary day. May each one of us be mindful of how interconnected and interdependent we are on one another, and how we depend on the generosity of one another. As we commemorate this milestone and in the spirit of this momentous occasion, let us recognize the outstanding work of the law school faculty, administrators, and staff. May all those who have committed themselves to the education of these graduates experience a full measure of their joy. Grant them much deserved rest during the summer months and renew them for their important work of preparing leaders dedicated to compassionate service and ethical conduct. We thank you for the many gifts and talents of those who will receive their diplomas this day. We pray that the skills and knowledge they have acquired will serve them as a light toward truth and justice, and that they may use their talents to improve society, to advocate for the marginalized, and to protect the rights of all. May they always act with integrity, compassion, and a deepening understanding of the law. May they find lasting success in the legal profession and their lives as citizens. As these graduates embark on their careers, we wish them wisdom, courage, and a strong sense of justice. Fill them with a sense of confidence as they move forward to pass the bar exam, to find jobs, pursue careers, and be the change that our world so desperately needs. Loving God, in the midst of our celebration, keep us mindful of those suffering from violence and war, especially the people of Ukraine, Gaza, Israel, and other trouble spots throughout the world. Send your spirit of peace to the places where it is most needed, and embolden us to do what we can to create a more inclusive, sustainable, and hopeful world. May all of us gathered here this morning remember that those to whom much is given, much is expected. So it's with a keen spirit of hope and gratitude, we humbly ask all of this in your many holy names. Amen.
Sit down, man.
You may please be seated. Thank you. Thank you, Father. It is my great pleasure to invite the President of the University of San Diego, Dr. James T. Harris III, to offer his remarks. President.
Thank you, Provost Baker, and good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the University of San Diego, I welcome everyone to the 68th commencement of the University of San Diego School of Law. I want to introduce just a couple people that you haven't met yet. First of all, I'd like to introduce one member of our board who's also a proud graduate of the School of Law is with us today, and that is Miss Virginia Nelson. How about Virginia? Will you please stand up? And then we've met Provost Baker and also Father Greg, and here with us today also is our Vice President for Student Affairs, Charlotte Johnson. Charlotte, will you please rise? Thank you. I especially wish to welcome Supreme Court Justice Goodwin Liu. It's an honor to have you here with us today. I'm a big fan. I heard him speak back in the early 1990s when he was working at AmeriCorps, and he truly is an inspiration for all of us, and it's wonderful to have him at the highest court in California. In our vision statement, we talk about seeking justice, working for peace, and leading with love and justice. Lou, you've done all that in your career, so thank you for being here. As our alumni will attest, class of 2025, you're graduating from a law school that is a crown jewel at the University of San Diego, nationally recognized for its rigorous curriculum, our outstanding clinical programs, and our faculty. Reaching this extraordinary milestone is a tribute to your tenacity and drive. The proud moment is also shared by many individuals who helped you along the way. So graduates, how about you stand and turn to your loved ones? Let's give them a round of applause. Come on,
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
I know that's a joy. No more tuition payments. Yay! Graduates, you've been educated by renowned and distinguished faculty at USD, and this incredible group of scholars and teachers is led by someone I believe is among the strongest, if not the strongest, law dean in the country, and that's Dean Robert Shapiro. May I ask Robert Shapiro and our faculty who are with us today to please rise. Let's give them a round of applause. You're now joining the ranks of an alumni network that is actively engaged in society in many different ways. They're truly living out our university vision, which is for our graduates to foster peace, work for justice, and lead with love. Our alumni are everywhere. In fact, at this very moment, we have a distinguished alum of the University of San Diego, Dr. Johnny Kim, who is one of 3 Americans on the International Space Station.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're everywhere. We're here galactic.
You're famous.
And our law school alum are equally as prominent in leadership positions in global corporations, local and state government, and the highest levels of the federal government, including halls of Congress. Our alumni are leaders in the military and in nonprofit organizations that serve the public good. They're engaged both nationally and internationally as judges, public defenders. These impressive credentials of our alumni are often undergirded by an innate desire to serve as ethical leaders and compassionate global citizens. You now join that group. I know you are well prepared. In fact, I think you are extraordinarily well prepared. Most of you enter law school at the end of when you entered school, we were just at the middle or the end of the global pandemic. You took a rigorous course load. Many of you worked while you were going to school. You began some of your courses online, and in spite of those challenges, you provided pro bono services to those individuals in need in our local community through our legal clinics. You advocated for social change both inside and outside of the university, and you let your voices be heard and sought justice and demanded peace. In other words, you've been change makers, you've been tested and challenged like no other class that has come before you. An old Chinese proverb sums up your struggles well: a gem is not polished without friction, nor a person perfected without trials. So class of 2025, you've faced many trials and you've emerged a gem of a class. In the USD statement of our mission and values, we state that one of our goals is to help students prepare to live inspired and meaningful lives. What does it mean to live an inspired and meaningful life? Armed with a world-class education from one of the nation's great law schools, it is now your job to determine that for yourself. And as you consider what that might look like for you in your career, I would ask you to consider the words of the 19th century philosopher and educator, Horace Mann, and what he said when he addressed a graduating class of Antioch College back in the early 19th century. He said this: "Be ashamed to die until you have won some victory for humanity." Class of 2025, congratulations. May God be with you on your journey. Godspeed. Now go win some victories for humanity. God bless you.
That's right.
Thank you, President Harris. The Dean of the School of Law at the University of San Diego, Robert A. Shapiro, will now offer his remarks. Dean Shapiro.
Good morning. Thank you to USD President Dr. James T. Harris III, Provost Gail F. Baker, and esteemed trustees and board members for being here with us today. On behalf of the faculty and students, I want to thank you for your leadership and the strong support you have shown for our law school. It is my great pleasure to add my welcome to you to the University of San Diego School of Law's 68th commencement with the class of 2025. We are very proud of this class, which has done a superb job, not only of managing the rigors of law school, but also of building a vibrant collegial community. The camaraderie of our students, along with the concern, respect, and support they show for each other, is a signature feature of our law school. Through our more than 50 student organizations and in other ways as well, you have continued to make our community ever stronger and more interconnected. Today you join over 17,000 graduates who have gone before you at ceremonies like today's. They have used their education to advance justice and become leaders in the legal profession and in their communities. We know that you will continue and extend this tradition of excellence. Now, graduates, as we celebrate you, we know that you have not arrived here today without the loving support of, and would not have been here without the loving support and sacrifice of those who share this day with you. And I know you've already been asked to thank them, but certain kinds of gratitude can never be expressed too often. So whether they are here in person or thousands of miles away, let us recognize the parents, siblings, spouses, partners, children, pets, and others who have supported you along the way.
Gotta pay back the money, kids.
With us today are my colleagues on the law school faculty and in the administration. They were with you throughout your time here. They challenged you and ensured that you became experts in the exacting discipline of the law. But more importantly, they gave you insights into and a passion for the importance of justice in our society. On their behalf, let me convey their warm greetings and congratulations. Now, there are a few occasions in life when we can pause to remember the past, savor the moment, and take pulse of the future. This is one. You have worked hard to deserve this day. You may feel odd in these robes in May in San Diego, but remember, you are part of a long heritage that is rooted in the Middle Ages. In this way, we are connected to our universities in their great social role of enlightening public life and advancing learning, and in their personalized function of helping us to flourish in our individual lives. Universities always have been and remain essential to ensuring the success and progress of our society. Now, most of you began this journey in different places from each other. You come from a wide range of backgrounds, countries, and various undergraduate universities and colleges. Some of you had professional work experience, others of you did not. Some of you are the first in your family to graduate from college. Others of you will be the third generation of lawyers. You are a diverse and remarkably talented group. But wherever you started, you are some of the most resilient members of your generation. Even as our memories of the worst of the pandemic begin to fade, we know that many of you weathered challenges over the course of your education and that the ongoing impact of the pandemic continues to linger. Other world events also have posed ongoing challenges for us and for those we love. But remember this, you succeeded. Whatever difficulties you faced at your time at USD or before, you did whatever was required to persevere and succeed. And you succeeded together. As I emphasized earlier, we treasure the unusual degree of collaboration and cooperation in our community, and our strong bonds of community have helped to sustain us through all of these challenges. And today, all of you share the accomplishment of earning your JD, LLM, or Master of Science in Legal Studies degrees. At the School of Law, we have a rich tradition of inviting our legacies family members to participate in the acknowledgement of candidates during the commencement ceremony. We have 8 legacies receiving their JD degrees. Tyler Dunn will be joined by his mother, Julie Dunn, JD class of 1992. Leslie Franklin Gerard will be joined by his mother, Lori Gerard, JD class of 1996. Grace Marie Hauser will be joined by her father, Eric D. Hauser, JD class of 1987. Mia F. Jessen will be joined by her father, Joshua Jessen, JD class of 2002. Grant Marquetta will be joined by his wife, Erin Graham, JD class of 2024. Marvin Mecca will be joined by his sister, Maureen Mecca, JD class of 2019. Emma Elizabeth Nelson will be joined by her father, Craig Nelson, LLM class of 1994. And Christopher Hogan will be joined by his sister, Remy Layla Hogan, JD class of 2024, who is also participating as a graduate today for her LLM in taxation degree. We are always pleased when these kinds of family bonds extend within the larger University of San Diego School of Law family. Now, many of you participated in activities where you learned to practice law, assisting low-income clients at our legal clinics, which have been part of our School of Law for more than 50 years. You may not know that the legal clinics began, as so many important initiatives do, as a student idea, and they grew to the 12 direct service clinics we have today. 124 members of the class of 2025 trained at the legal clinics and contributed over 19,000 hours of free legal services worth more than $3 million to low-income and underserved clients in the San Diego community. Now,
That deserves a clap.
perhaps you participated in the federal tax clinic that saved 2 elderly low-income taxpayers over $1.5 million in an audit dispute with the IRS. Maybe you were Maybe you were part of our appellate clinic that worked tirelessly to represent a client who experienced torture in their home country and now seeks asylum in the United States. 2 students graduating today had a chance to make the oral argument before the United States Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit just a few weeks ago in that case. Or perhaps you worked in our Veterans Clinic and helped a combat veteran with a serious heart condition due to his exposure to Agent Orange while in Vietnam. This veteran was denied benefits from the VA for decades because the VA's records erroneously indicated he had not served in the Vietnam War. With your assistance, that veteran secured an award from the Board of Veterans Appeals for disability back pay for more than $70,000, and finally received recognition of his combat service.
Yes. Good clap for that.
And these are just a few examples of the extraordinary, life-changing legal work done by our clinics, that is, by you and your classmates. Others of you served in externships working alongside experienced and dedicated practitioners and judges. You learned the thrill and joy of adding practical skills to your doctrinal studies. Now, many of you are wearing a white cord. This symbolizes that you provided at least 100 hours of voluntary legal services in community clinics through student organizations or government agencies. Graduates wearing a blue and white knotted cord received pro bono recognition with high distinction for completion of at least 250 hours of service. Congratulations. Through the clinics and other pro bono opportunities, and in other ways as well, you're already advocating for clients, winning cases, and influencing policy. You are changing the community for the better. As a member of the USD community, you are a change maker. At USD, we believe that everyone can practice change making. We encourage you to commit yourself to addressing social issues that matter to you and exploring new ideas that will have a positive social impact. We hope you will take with you what you learn from your esteemed professors, mentors, and colleagues, and use your knowledge, skills, and passion to stand up for the rule of law and justice system and continue to make the world a better place. Now, I'm certain you are excited about what is ahead for you, the new opportunities, the chance to make a positive difference in your community. But I'll ask that you take just a few moments to reflect on what is now behind you. I hope you will remember the conversations to which you've been introduced while studying here. And remember this law school as a place of broad and generous friendships. Remember your years here as a time that gave you a better understanding of the possibilities of your own life. We will certainly remember you. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I thank our graduates for choosing the University of San Diego School of Law and making our work so meaningful. It has been a great privilege to study law with you. As you now depart to face a changing world, remember that one thing that will never change is that this is your home in the law, and it always will be. As you leave, remember the students who come after you, who will be looking to you for advice. And remember the faculty and staff. We want to keep in touch to follow all of your personal and professional success. To all our graduates, great congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Shapiro. Robert F. Moon, Vice Dean of the School of Law, University of San Diego, will now announce the recipients of the Thorsness Prizes for outstanding legal scholarship and excellence in teaching. Robert?
Good morning. It is now my pleasure to announce the Thorsness Prizes, both of which are made possible through the generosity of our alumnus, Michael T. Thorsness. The Thorsness Prize for Outstanding Legal Scholarship is awarded to a faculty member selected by the Dean to recognize significant legal research and scholarship. This year's recipient of the Thorsness Prize for Outstanding Legal Scholarship is Professor Dov Fox for his recent law review articles, The New Abortion, published in the Columbia Law Review, and Cliff Running, published in the Washington University Law Review. Professor Fox, will you come forward to be recognized? The Thorsness Prize for Excellence in Teaching is awarded to a full-time faculty member based on a vote of upper division students. The prize recognizes the faculty member for extraordinary effectiveness in assisting students, both inside and outside the classroom, with mastering legal subject matter, thinking deeply about legal issues, and significantly improving their analytical, communication, and problem-solving skills. This year's recipient of the 2025 Thorsness Prize for Excellence in Teaching goes to Kim Gosling, Professor of Law. Professor Gosling Castle, will you please come forward to be recognized?
It is now my pleasure to introduce this year's commencement speaker, Justice Goodwin Liu, Associate Justice of the California Supreme Court. The son of Taiwanese immigrants and raised in Sacramento, California, Justice Liu earned his bachelor's degree in biology from Stanford University, followed by a master's degree in philosophy and physiology from Oxford University as a Rhodes Scholar. He then earned his law degree from Yale Law School. After law school, Justice Liu clerked for Judge David Tatel on the United States Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit, and later for Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the United States Supreme Court. He practiced law at O'Melveny & Myers and served as a special assistant to the Deputy Secretary of the United States Department of Education. He also played a key role in launching the AmeriCorps National Service Program as a senior program officer for higher education at the Corporation for National Service. Justice Liu then turned to academia, joining the faculty at UC Berkeley School of Law, where he became a professor of law and associate dean. His scholarship is focused on constitutional law, education law and policy, and diversity in the legal profession. In 2011, he was appointed to the California Supreme Court by Governor Jerry Brown. He has since been retained by California voters in both 2014 and 2022. Despite the demands of judicial service, Justice Liu continues to teach constitutional law as a visiting professor at Harvard, Columbia, and Stanford law schools. His contributions to law and public service have earned him election to several of the nation's most prestigious academic and professional organizations, including the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, where he currently serves as chair of the board, the American Law Institute, and the American Philosophical Society. He also serves on the Council of the American Law Institute and as president of the Yale University Council. His past service includes positions with the Board of Trustees of Stanford University, the National Women's Law Center, and the California Commission on Access to Justice. It is my great honor to introduce the commencement speaker for the class of 2025, my good friend, Justice Goodwin Liu.
Yes. Incredible resume.
President Harris, Provost Baker, Dean Shapiro, Board of Trustees, to the distinguished faculty, honored guests, family, friends, and most especially, University of San Diego Law School, class of 2025. Woo. What a happy day. I'm honored to join all of you in this beautiful community. And when I say beautiful, I don't really mean anything deep or meaningful. I just mean you look good. You guys look like a casting call for the next season of Suits. To the parents, family, friends who are here today, welcome. You've sacrificed so much, physically, emotionally, and let's be honest, financially. How many of you are the first in your family to be a lawyer? Okay.
Raise your hand, raise your hand.
You have to raise your hand so fast. Yeah.
Well, for what it's worth, your graduate now knows the rule against perpetuities. and your Thanksgiving dinner conversation will now include footnotes and citations. That's what all that tuition will get you. Graduates, let's take a moment to do this again. This ceremony is for all of the family as well as for you. So, I'd like you to please stand if you are able, turn around and unleash your gratitude to your parents, your grandparents. So, I understand from Dean Shapiro that you recently took your final exams and your grades aren't going to be posted for another month. So today you are participating in your graduation, but you are not yet certified as graduates. Well, I think that's no fun. So today I am issuing an executive order directing the faculty to award all A's for your spring semester. I don't want to see any litigation about any of this. Just do it. Also, how many of you have student loans?
Congratulations.
Because there's no one left at the U.S. Department of Education. Nobody's home. So you're good. For good measure, though, in case any of you get into trouble, I've also decided that with the fake diploma that you are going to get today, I am granting each and every one of you a full and unconditional pardon for anything illegal you may have done, are doing, or plan to do in the future. Why not, right? I am really reaching for some higher authority here. Speaking of higher authority, I see we now have a new pope.
Yeah!
Robert Prevost.
Woo! Pope Leo.
An American from Illinois. You know, you have to give it to the Catholic Church for upward mobility. Where else can a guy named Bob from Chicago become Leo the 14th and run the Vatican? He seems to be doing well so far, though he hasn't met with J.D. Vance yet.
Oh, no! No. Death curse.
I think actually that is happening tomorrow at the Pope's inauguration. So let's all check the headlines tomorrow. Let's see, what else? I downloaded the Signal app the other day. I thought I'd see what our military is up to. Well, I told him I had a nice flight down to San Diego yesterday. I flew private. Actually, I flew Qatari.
Oh!
It was a gift.
Oh! Oh! Damaged.
Pentagon seemed okay with it, actually. I don't know. One thing for sure is that it's going to make one heck of a disclosure on my annual financial disclosure form. You know, one Qatari jet, $400 million. That's going to be good. How many of you are taking the California bar exam this summer?
Yeah, good. Good, good, good.
Good luck with that. I mean, good luck. So some of you probably saw that the exam is going to include the MBE, which is the multi-state bar exam. And you're going to have to study pretty hard for that, but I'm going to tell you a story that's going to make you feel a lot better about your prospects. So 27 years ago, as Dean Shapiro said, I graduated from Yale Law School. Now Yale has a big reputation for legal theory, but not so much for teaching black letter law. So I might have graduated from law school not knowing the elements of a tort. So when it was time to take the bar exam, of course, I did a bar review course. For the first few weeks, I thought it was going pretty well. I actually enjoyed the bar review course because it made the law seem so lucid and clear. That summer, I was working in the daytime and didn't have much time to study, but the material seemed, pretty manageable. Just before the July 4th holiday, the review course gave us all a practice multi-state exam. 200 questions on torts, contract, property, evidence, crim law, crim pro, constitutional law. The practice test was given nationwide, and they reported your score as for each subject as a percentile rank, right? So you know how you're doing compared to everybody else and how much you need to study. Well, so I took the practice exam, a nice July 4th weekend, and then I got my scores. So in con law, which is a Yale specialty, I scored above the 70th percentile. Not bad. But in the common law subjects, the stuff that state Supreme Court justices deal with, I did not make the 70th percentile. I did not make the 50th percentile. I did not make the 25th percentile. No, ladies and gentlemen, in contracts, I will never forget this. In contracts, my scorecard said 3. Yes, 3. Now, as you will recall, 3 is an unimpressive score on the 5-point scale for high school AP exams. My 3 meant that I was in the 3rd percentile nationwide. 97% of people knew more contracts than I did, which meant not only did I not know any contracts, but apparently I was very determined to prove that. And it was the same for torts, evidence, property, where my scores were all in the teens, low 20s. That July was the least fun I've had in a long time. But I did get my act together, and I did pass the bar exam. So what is the lesson of this story? The lesson is that if you graduated from this law school knowing almost no law, not only can you pass the bar exam, you too can be a justice of the California Supreme Court. I don't recommend that route, by the way, but it's possible. In all seriousness, this is a challenging time to become a lawyer. But there is also no better or more important time to be a lawyer. You have signed up for some dangerous work. In Shakespeare's Henry VI, Dick the Butcher's character is a henchman to the rebel leader, Jack Cade, who is plotting to overthrow the government. And he says to Cade, it's a famous quote, "The first thing we do, let's kill all the lawyers." Quoting this phrase, Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens, 40 years ago, spoke of, quote, "the function of the independent lawyer as guardian of our freedom," and explained that, quote, "disposing of lawyers is a step in the direction of a totalitarian form of government." In nations like Russia, Turkey, and Iran, lawyers have been punished for representing clients who oppose the government or defend the oppressed against the powerful, or hold officials accountable to the rule of law. In other words, lawyers have been punished for doing their job. Our nation was born from a different tradition. Just think back to a snowy night in Boston in 1770, when British soldiers opened fire on a colonial mob and killed 5 men. The soldiers faced charges of capital murder and had no one to represent them, until a young lawyer named John Adams stepped forward and not only took the assignment, but eventually won the acquittal of all the soldiers. Public outrage over the Boston Massacre caused Adams to lose half his law practice. Yet Adams wrote in his diary that he did not hesitate to represent the soldiers because, as he wrote, quote, "Counsel ought to be the very last thing that an accused person should want in a free country." You can draw a straight line from John Adams to Clara Fultz, who advanced women's rights and the idea of a public defender for people accused of crime, to Thurgood Marshall, who risked life and limb to represent Black plaintiffs challenging segregation, to countless other lawyers who have defended unpopular people or causes on the principle that independence of the legal profession is vital to the fair and impartial administration of justice. That principle is under threat today, and you must stand strong and defend it.
That's right. Very informative.
In 1953, at the height of the McCarthy era, Supreme Court Justice William O. Douglas spoke of the special duty of lawyers in our constitutional system. He said, and I quote, and this is a long quote, "History shows that governments bent on a crusade or officials filled with ambitions have usually been inclined to take shortcuts. The cause being a noble one, for it always is, the people being filled with alarm, for they always are, the government being motivated by worthy aims, as it always professes, the demand for quick and easy justice mounts. These shortcuts are not as flagrant perhaps as lynching, but the ends they produce are cumulative, and if they continue unabated, they can silently rewrite even the fundamental law of the nation. Those of us who are custodians of the law have a special responsibility. We have the duty to see to it that the recurring episodes and expedients by which dominant influences exploit mistrust and intolerance do not become the accepted pattern." End quote. When you join the bar, and you will take an oath to support and defend the Constitution. The legal profession is unique among professions in requiring this oath. And it would be your honor and duty to consider carefully what that means. If you need inspiration, just think back a few years to when you were applying to law school. What was your answer to why you wanted to become a lawyer? Was it to get rich, to have a big office, or to maintain the status quo? Or was it to serve humanity, to help the poor or the powerless, to speak for those who can't speak for themselves, or to make the world, in some way, more just and free? As I look out among all of you today, I see every color, every creed, every culture of this vibrant society. What unites all of you is that I know you came to this place with bright hopes and a worthy set of aspirations. And my one piece of advice is that you print a copy of your law school application essay and keep it in the top drawer of your desk, no matter where you work, no matter what you do. Let it be your moral compass. Let it be your statement of values. Let it remind you why you chose to become a lawyer. Being a lawyer is a great privilege, and with great privilege comes great responsibility. In the days ahead, you will be tested. You may represent people or causes that are unpopular. You may have to make arguments that are hard. You may feel exposed or even threatened. But your clients and our nation are counting on you. My hope, my plea, is that you stand firm, have courage, seize the opportunity to honor your oath. And when you do, you will protect the very soul of this democracy. So today, we celebrate, we laugh, we salute your straight A diplomas and your unconditional pardons. But tomorrow, and every day thereafter, remember who you are. You are advocates. You are defenders. You are officers of the court. You are guardians of the rule of law, with the fate of our democracy in your hands. University of San Diego Law School Class of 2025. Woo! You make me so proud to be part of this profession, and as they say, I will see you in court.
Remember who you are. It's powerful. Thank you so much. The student address will be presented by Miriam Azizi of the class of 2025.
Good morning, everyone. Professors, friends, family, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. 3 years ago, we stepped into law school with big dreams and a little bit of fear. The journey from that first day to this moment feels surreal, not only because we have survived 3 years of case books, cold calls, and coffee-fueled nights, though that is definitely impressive, but rather because this moment represents so much more than the culmination of our legal education. This day is a testament to our resilience, our growth, and the sacrifices that have brought us here. We are not just individuals making a personal achievement, we are a collective, each carrying stories of struggle, resilience, and purpose. Take a moment to think back to why you started. Some of us pursued law because we have felt injustice firsthand, its sting shaping our resolve. While for others, there may have been a specific moment when you realized that the world isn't fair, or there was a cause you believed in so deeply you could no longer ignore it. Others, like myself, were drawn to the belief that the law should be a force for good, a tool to protect the vulnerable, challenge the status quo, and create a more equitable world. And if I'm being honest, my presence here today feels improbable, but life has a way of surprising us. Through a series of choices, some deliberate, some made out of necessity, and many shaped by forces beyond my control, I find myself here, alongside all of you, receiving this honor. Yet the journey to this moment has been anything but easy. I come from a family of refugees, people who fled Afghanistan, a country where to this day, girls are denied the right to education. My mother's dream of education was put on hold when she was married at 16. My father, once a respected engineer, saw his credentials become meaningless when he arrived in the US, where he went from solving complex engineering problems to struggling to get by in English. My grandmother never had the chance to learn how to read or write, yet she was the first person who taught me the importance of education. Study so you can stand on your own 2 feet, she would say. Through my family's journey, I have witnessed firsthand what happens when the law fails. I learned early on that law is more than ink on paper, and when justice is absent, the world becomes a much scarier place. Today, I stand here not only on my own 2 feet, but carrying the strength and legacy of the generations that have come before me. And that is what makes this moment so profound. It is not simply about the degrees we are going to hold in our hands, but rather what those degrees represent. A continuation of deferred dreams, a defiance of barriers, and the limitless possibilities that lie ahead. And while my journey to law school wasn't a straight line, it was always guided by a core principle and one very simple truth: that the law should be the great equalizer. It should lift the silenced, protect the vulnerable, and challenge those in power. And that truth is what brings me here today. The stakes are real. Real people need us, now more than ever, and that is a responsibility we cannot take lightly. To my fellow graduates, no matter where we come from, our presence here is a testament to our resolve. You see, law school wasn't just challenging, it was relentless. There were nights we questioned if we belonged here, moments we stared at our textbooks drowning in the sheer weight of information. But somehow, we made it through. We grew, we adapted, we learned how to think critically, argue persuasively, and survive on sheer willpower and caffeine. We discovered the ability to fail, to stumble, and to still stand back up. And now, here we are, and law school has changed us forever. We have mastered the art of reading 200 pages of case law in a single night. We have grown stronger and sharper, and let's be honest, much better at arguing, though I have yet to ask my mom or my husband if they truly appreciate that. But more than anything, we have learned to use our voices. Law is not just an academic exercise, it is a force that can amplify the unheard, challenge the unjust, and defend those that need it most. So when the late nights return, at the firm, in the courtroom, or wherever this path takes you, come back to your why. Remember the moment that sparked this journey, the injustice you couldn't ignore, the story that made you stay. Because the law at its best is the great equalizer, and now we have the power to make it so. What comes next will look different for each of us. Some will step into courtrooms to advocate for the wrongly accused. Some will draft policies that will shape the future of our society. Some will fight for families struggling to stay in their homes, while others will work to ensure that refugees find safety. And yes, there may be a select few of you guys that have your faces on billboards asking, have you been injured? You know who you are.
There are so many of those days.
But no matter where we go or what we do, we will do it with the knowledge that we have been given tools to make real change. We'll do it with understanding that our work will matter, because law is not just theory, it's action. And while we may feel ready, we must acknowledge that the road ahead won't always be easy. Clients will expect us to perform miracles on tight deadlines, and there will be moments where we feel utterly defeated by the weight of paperwork or the complexity of the case. And at some point, we will all need to explain to a family member that no, we unfortunately can't get them out of a speeding ticket just because we went to law school.
Bummer.
But we have been prepared for this. We have learned to navigate uncertainty and pressure, to find clarity in chaos. So, to my fellow graduates, let's not just enter this profession, let's make an impact. And as we step into the world, let's use our education not just to build careers, but to break cycles, to uplift others, and to redefine what is possible for those who will follow us. I urge you, lead with boldness, empathy, and determination. The world is waiting for us to show up, to fight for what's right, and to make a real difference. Congratulations, class of 2025.
And now, it's time.
Yep. Time. Walk that stage.
Now confer the degrees for the Master of Laws, Master of Science and Legal Studies, and Juris Doctor degrees.
Masters?
Diplomas will be awarded to the candidates after the degrees have been conferred. Dean.
The Master of Laws degree is awarded to candidates who have already earned their first degree in law, either in this country or abroad. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Laws please rise?
Nice! You hit that, Master.
Good job.
You have completed the requirements for the Master of Laws degree. The trustees of the University of San Diego, on the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Law, and by virtue of the authority vested in them, hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Master of Laws with all of the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated. The Master of Science in Legal Studies degree is awarded to candidates whose academic and professional experience is enhanced by a cross-disciplinary study of law. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Legal Studies please rise?
Yeah.
You have completed the requirements for the Master of Science in Legal Studies degree. The trustees of the University of San Diego, on the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Law, and by virtue of the authority vested in them, hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Master of Science in Legal Studies with all the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. The Juris Doctor degree is the initial law degree in this country and entitles the holder to sit for the bar and to practice in any jurisdiction in this country. Will the candidates for the degree of Juris Doctor please rise? for the degree of Juris Doctor, the trustees of the University of San Diego, on the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Law, and by virtue of the authority vested in them, hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Juris Doctor, with all the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Alexa! Alexa!
We now ask those students to come forward to be recognized for your achievement in completing the requirements for the degree of Master of Laws. Will the first row to my right please stand and approach the stage? The other rows, please remain seated until called by the marshals. When it is your turn, hand your ticket to the name reader, and as your name is called, please proceed across the stage and pose for a picture with President Harris. After your photo is taken, you will continue across the stage to be congratulated by Dean Shapiro. You will then continue down the stairs and follow the directions of the marshals. Professor Lion Schwarzschild will now call the roll of recipients of Master of Laws.
Good morning, everyone. Congratulations to all.
Don't lose your share or something silly. Oh, and then I wrote no.
Remy Hogan. And Naomi Esteril de Rifonze.
Hey, you have to do it before after it is. Oh, cute.
Elish Bahar Kilic.
That's sweet. When are they gonna legally get married? I don't know. I just decided.
Dandan Liu. Luana Andresa Lima Serra. Flavia Martini Andrade da Silva. Maria Zenobia Ruiz Valdespino.
These are great names.
Patricia Blanco Vargas. Luis Alonso Arellano Lopez.
I really appreciate that they have 2 middle names.
Carlos Rafael Mosqueda Requena. María Esther Chiquinquinta Fuentes Hernández. Xiomara Victoria de las Marías Muñoz Castro. Florangel Andrena Rincón Mendez.
Whoa!
Abri Amiluz Jiménez Belisario.
We could have.
Yerenit Fuentes Gutierrez.
We didn't know.
Blanca Isabel Figuera Cortés.
I shouldn't have.
Juan Antonio Díaz Villasmil.
Also, when we talked about his hair.
Saúl Gerardo Yáñez Venegas.
Obviously, no. Really?
Uriel León Rodríguez. Liusha Nayebi. María René Herrera Rojas. Luz Inés Ernestina Caquire Reynoso. Jorge Luis Chávez Tamariz. Elizabeth Ventura Hermenegildo,
From the grocery store. He was just in filming.
Jorge Ivan Ochoa Arroyave,
Item that we purchased. Just was taking videos, had no idea.
Gustavo Adolfo Londoño Cano,
There's his finger. Oh, and mine.
Marta Fabiola Silva Villalba, Jorge Luis Gaviria Linares,
Yeah, obviously.
Adriana Leota, Danilo Rafael Quinto Luna,
Oh, look at the butt. And then maybe a show.
Erika Ilsa Segoviano Gomez Tello, Josefina Orozco Lopez, Ellen Denise Calderón Nuevano,
Yeah. Way to go, Ellen. The crowd.
Raúl Armando Kirkfield, Anastasio Eduardo Beltrán Espinosa, Daniela María Moreno Ferro, Antonio Juárez Juárez, Rodil Corán Bardales, Joel Gutiérrez Torres, Gabriel Antonio Chacón Villalobos, Ricardo José Pinzón Muso, Liliana Varela de Márquez, Andrea del Pilar Miranda Domínguez, Javier Domingo Abreu Angulo, Cristian Armando Cueto Erazo,
Hôm đấy nó học lực hơi nhiều đấy.
Jacinto Alejandro Vázquez Torres, Alexander Manuel Castro,
Lấy họ trai không mẹ?
Juan José Uriola Párez, Alejandra Carolina Contreras Abril, Amalia Alejandra Nuncio,
Look at that hair. You look great, Alexandra.
Lorena Camacho Benítez, Luis Fausto Villagrán, José Ascensión Vázquez Chávez, Mario Alberto Clemente Rodríguez, Jesús Arturo Cota Ayala, Carla Alejandra Camarena Mora,
We were sitting over there, and I was just
Claudia Marcela Jiménez Muñoz,
and once we found her, then I was looking for you guys, and then I found you guys, and then we're like, all right, we're good.
Cristian Maldonado Pérez, Travis William Hunt, Patrick Nolong Wen,
Oh, Alexa knows him.
Asia Nicole Smith,
Người Việt này.
Summer Zahra Jubran, Janine Isabella Dorado, Reginaldo Martín Esquer Aguirre Fierro. Emiliano Cruz. Javier Partida. Anastasia Juntunen. Laura Donis Fimbres. Jafar El-Anbari. Eliana Morena Whitaker. Abminder Jinsin Sander. Nora Collins. Alejandro Francisco Eran Aguirre. Las Villegas. Ana Karina Ramirez Lasso. Lidiana Vargas. Felicitaciones a todos. Congratulations to all.
We now ask those students to come forward to be recognized for your achievement in completing the requirements for the degree of Master of Science in Legal Studies. Will the recipients of the Master of Science in Legal Studies, to my right, please stand and approach the stage. When it is your turn, hand your ticket to the name reader, and as your name is called, please proceed across the stage and pose for a picture with President Harris. After your photo is taken, you will continue across the stage to be congratulated by Dean Shapiro. You will then continue down the stairs and following the direction of the marshals. Professor Schwarzschild will now call the roll for the recipients of Master of Science in Legal Studies.
Yeah, he's so good. He's next level. You think you can say it? George. I'm excited to hear it. George. Karen.
Lorraine Marlene Maurice too.
Oh, okay.
Chun Shin Ho.
Yeah!
Anika Marie Evans. Congratulations to all.
That was a short one.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
We now ask those students to come forward to be recognized for your achievement in completing the requirements for the degree of Juris Doctor. Students to my right, please stand and approach the stage. The other rows, please remain seated until called by the marshals. When it is your turn, hand your ticket to the name reader, and as your name is called, please proceed across the stage and pose for a picture with the president. After your photo is taken, you will continue across the stage to be congratulated by Dean Shapiro. You will then continue down the stairs and follow the direction of the marshals. Professor Linda Lane will now
Congratulations.
call the name for the degree of Juris Doctor.
Tyler Francis Finnegan Dunn will be joined by his mother, Julie Dunn, Juris Doctor class of 1992. Leslie Franklin Gerard will be joined by his mother, Lori Gerard, Juris Doctor class of 1996. Mia F. Jessen will be joined by her father, Joshua Jessen, Juris Doctor class of 2002. Grant David Marquetta will be joined by his wife, Erin Graham, Juris Doctor class of 2024. Marvin Mecca will be joined by his sister, Maureen Mecca, Juris Doctor class of 2019. Emma Elizabeth Nelson will be joined by her father, Craig Nelson, LLM class of 1994. Christopher S. Hogan will be joined by his sister, Remy Layla Hogan, Juris Doctor class of 2024 and LLM in taxation. Pauline Silikins. Joseph Dominique Salini. Jack Thomas Edmonds.
It was such a good night.
Morgan Elizabeth Shaw Smith. Kira Renee Raymer. Tara Michelle Decanecker. Sophia Claire Parker. Kylie Ann Williams. Marilyn Victoria Collins. Claudia Michelle Arce. Sophia Wu. Jenny Che.
What are you wearing? Nothing exciting.
Sophia H. Ubar.
Look at that graduate. Oh, look at those shoes. Okay.
Kayla Cerise Season Trideca.
Yeah, no, Louboutins are the worst.
Michaela Seiler. Samantha Saavedra Webster. Francesca Jean Neville. Gabriel Michael Rapura. Sophia! Evan Robert Goldman. Samuel Jacob Ziegler. Kaylee Noel Caswell. Anna Stephanie Hine. April Joy Magdalia Hayumo. Ileana Alexis Mercier. Peter William Kilborn. Wyatt Houston Page. Sue Linda Allen. Samantha Ray Rios Fidel. Aislinn Rebecca Porter. Carolyn Ann Holcher. Joshua Paul Sarsfield. Parker Vincent Saxon.
Oh my God, it's happening!
Claire Fisher Catman. Alexa Marie Sandberg. Erin Marie O'Connor. Michelle Elise Herbert. Julia Marie Thompson. Joseph G. Chachi. Andy M. Vaughn. Jiao Wei. Rajio Stanser.
Show us! Open it!
Ricky Oriana. Amanda Gabrielle Wilcox. Alyssa Jean Rose Guthrie. Maya Ashlyn Deanne Browning. Emerson H. Bayo. Hope Rose Giannis. Miranda Camille Schaefer. Elise Louise Johnson. Isabel Sarah Diecki. Tiffany Nicole Karam. Sarah Danispo Nashi. Samantha Rose Maxner. Marina Lauren Silvestri. Tyler Lauren Lamb. Kyle Matthew Murphy. Nathan Christopher Galbraith. Renee Irene Farini. Connor Reed Doyle. Trevor James Schrum. Isabella Ruth Oglesby. Grace Marie McKenna. Sophia Isabella Linares. Anthony James Carden IV. Brennan David Carter. Casey Shea. Ricardo De Leon. Teresa Abellion. Itzel Priscilla Gamboa.
You would name Missy like that one. Wasn't wrong though.
Ruby Rabiella Harlan. Isabella Kathleen Luigi. Julia Yetta Rollins. Allison Alexi Boone. Lillian Gail Rice. Caroline Jean Hammond. Madden Mary Jean McDonald. Kimball Hunter Hall. Haley Elise Heinzelman. Kayla Renee Hotman. Elizabeth Jane Maniscalco. Alexandra Jeanette Silas. Melanie Tim Lan Chan.
That's a prank of that. Keep on.
Tanner Michael Demera. Jay Bear Brown. Sean Lyle Moffitt. Carter Marvin Garcia. Chloe Elizabeth McDonald. Christine Jordan Lawrence. Napur Marwaha. Caitlin Elizabeth Beatty. Courtney Hammond Murphy. Jacob Silver. Emily Daly Posada. Haley Ray Cordova. Ellie Raquel Pagnano. Meredith Margaret Vickers. Matthew James Dahlberg. Torre Dante Di Giovanni. Jaehyun Kim. John Walter Martin Jr. Yi Zhu. Brandon J. Bontrager. Benjamin T. Mitchell. Edward Robert Dunn. Matthew Miranda. Benjamin Milgram. Wesley Tate Olin. Alex Gilmore Waples. Anita Capadani. Reem DeBoose. Bailey Ann Neal. Emanuela Subit Kubari. Sean Russell Erdman. Keenan Samil Alzubi. Nicole Hishmay. Dina Cisse.
Dễ vậy, ngoài cái
Valerie Ortega. Bianca Viviana Hutchins. Sydney Catherine Horner. Danera Jolie Greer. Avery Catherine Pierce. Thomas McGuire Vanis. Alexander Sesta. Kelly Marie Wacker. Nicole Brooke Forrester. Ashley Georgia Pyle. Emily Manning Sirlith. Susan Gabriella Viscardi. Leanna Nicole Edgar. Greta Bocci. Danielle Simran Comstock. Savin George Philippe Nokoskopko.
người tên dài nhất là cái tên
Casey Ann Cunningham. Madison M. Mansukani. Ava Ray Christopherson. Isis Monet Benner. Maya Nicole Ramos. Anna Jean Parker Lioness. Stephen George Hanna. Joseph Rhodes Stewart. John Michael Del Mastro. Joseph Doucette. Jake Von Dellinger.
everybody's turn.
Lena Elizabeth Richardson. Samantha Mariam Fahimi. Julia Madeline Perry. Jessica Carolina Koczynski. Kevin Daniel Masto. Trevor Alexander Whitehead. Daniel On. Adelaide I. Michelson. Abrachida Das. Mary Beth Noel Amory. Gaia Ray Zero. Angel Alba. Charles Edward Ecker. Ashley Laura Batsgard. Emma Grace Frakes. Nicole Sandra Schussman. Alexandra Nicole Moynihan. Jenna Gatto. Sabrina Raquel Zunich. Alexandra Carol Martin. Selena Alicia Sanchez. Kimberly Anna Mae Strader. Emma Emery. Gabriel Leslie Richard Wild. Lara Ray Owen. Brianna L. Riley. Melina Corona. Nathan Tien Nguyen. Almutaz Muhammad Asaid Ahmad. Sean Philip Sullivan. Hayden Creevy. Michael Duchinski. Jacob A. Akel. Khaled Umuro. Oliver Maxwell Martin. Hunter May. Andrew Eman Haidari. Elaine Oyang. Michelle Helen Wynn. Naba Wahid. Sierra Credico. Roya Mariam Asas. Alexandra Noel Alderman. Colette Robin Sexton. Shane Scarpacci. Ignacio Alvarez Jr. Nathaniel Ray Melikton. Cesar R. Serrano. Jessica Lorraine Walsh. Benjamin Blake Sagenser. Bernard Chen. Curtis Caleb Talley. Cassidy Danielle Perez. Ben Lewis Watson. Stephen Matthew Edson. Terrence Kim. Mariam Azizi. Stuart Muir.
Congratulations, class of 2025.
Saludos a Tasu.
Introduce Catherine L. Parker, class of 2002, president of the University of San Diego Law Alumni Board, who will welcome the class to the ranks of USD alumni.
We are almost there. As president of the Law Alumni Board, and on behalf of the USD Law Alumni Association, it is my special pleasure to welcome the class of 2025. Today, you join a network of thousands of alumni who form an impressive network of attorneys, business leaders, entrepreneurs, and judges around the world. Thanks to you and the alumni who came before you, USD School of Law has developed a reputation for graduates who are bright, creative, hardworking, and give back to their community. Thank you for upholding and advancing this reputation. I encourage you to be an active member of our network and take full advantage of all of the opportunities available. Stay in contact. Tell us about your achievements. Use this network to look for job opportunities, develop your networks, and stay involved with your law school, and share what you've learned with those who come after you. We look forward to learning about and celebrating with you. And again, congratulations.
Thank you, Catherine. Graduates, please rise and remain in your places until the platform party has exited. Yes, please remain at your seats until the platform party has exited the arena. We invite you all to attend the commencement reception at Plaza de la San Diego, which is located near Warren Hall, immediately following the platform party recessional. And with that, the 68th commencement of the University of San Diego School of Law is now adjourned. Thank you for joining.
Well, congratulations to all the graduates and congratulations Tung Hưng on your graduation of law in UC San Diego. Okay, the graduation ceremony just ended and we're gonna meet all the graduates outside. So this is the big hall, Jenny Craig. So I think I know why they do it inside the Jenny Craig Pavilion. Gotta make sure everybody lose weight with Jenny Craig. Hi con, chúc mừng nha. And I we missed some of your picture because I was following you on the video.
Dạ.
And then quên chụp cái screen.
À, không
I
sao.
want to take the
Ở
picture
đây
of the screen.
có trong điện thoại.
Ở đây có, okay.
Ok. Ok, cảm ơn nghe.
Bây giờ tụi mình chụp hình chung đi ha. Ok.